Hello YouTube. I'm doing a really quick video here to show you what I'm working on. As you know, I'm working on my Kyosho Blizzard, and what I'm working on is the exhaust, the smoking exhaust system. I've got, here's the box, and what I want to do is I want to hook it up so that it runs through the body and then through the original exhaust pipe, which I'm going to modify. What I've done is I've taken one of these car exhaust smokers and I've done a modification to it so that I've got my tube that comes with it is going to go up through the exhaust, the original existing exhaust, and yeah, the smoke's going to come out that. What I've had to do is some slight modification to it to make this work. There's only certain things you can do. This is some tubing for an RC airplane, and this is going to hook to the black box, as you can see here. Just like that. You put your this is going to be all hooked up electronically to your battery, to your RC receiver. Here's your pump. Pumps air through. Your heating coils in here. Your fluid goes back here. Runs through this tube. Tube runs up through the exhaust and out. Okay, what I'm working on right now is the existing muffler. And what I've run into is a problem here. My problem is I don't have epoxy. I completely ran out of epoxy. So what I'm using is a modeler's trick. It's called baking soda and super glue. What you do, I've got on the exhaust, there were little stanchions, little extensions with a screw holding these two halves together. Well, the problem with that is the tube won't go through. So I had to cut them out. And when I did, lo and behold, I found I had huge gaping holes. Well, I don't have any epoxy or any way to fill those gaping holes in. So a modeler's trick is to take your, you can do this with any RC2, is take your baking soda, use it to fill in your hole, put some tape along the back like I've already done, and then take a drop of your super glue, let that absorb through, and then take your fixer, give her a shot of that so it sets up. I've got one more hole over here. Come on, focus. And we're going to do the same thing here. You can see where the hole is, kind of, sort of, right there. And that will soak in, and we can shoot that, and we'll let that set. And what I can do now, once that's set, is I can go ahead and pull the tape off that was used as a backer to, I might have to flip this over. Well, let's do that now. Let's flip this over like that. Let's pull the tape off. What's probably going to happen is if that super glue hasn't soaked all the way through on the baking soda, which it probably hasn't. No, it's not too bad. See there? See the big gaping hole? Okay. That's what I was going to deal with, and I had no way to fix that other than get some epoxy, which I don't have, and I don't have a car right now. This is the best way to do this that I know of. We'll go ahead and do a drop here. If I can get it to go. Okay. And that's going to set up just like plastic or anything else for that matter. It's going to set up really hard. We'll let that soak in a little bit. I got a little bit more than what I need, so what I'll do is take some paper towel and I'll just soak up a little bit of that before I set it. And when I'm done with it, I'll have to sand her down, which is not a problem. Sorry about all the weaving and bobbing here, but I've got a new camera and I haven't got it out yet to use it there. That's perfect. I'm going to make this look like an old exhaust pipe anyways. I'm going to paint it silver. I'm going to distress it out and put some rust on it and all that stuff. Sorry about my blanking out. And if you look at this one, that one came out absolutely perfect. See how that is? What I'll probably have to do is I'll probably have to take a little bit of spot putty filler and then I glue it to the table a little bit, but just a little bit of spinning around gets that off the table. Sorry this is a little off, guys. I mean, just bear with it. Okay, it's hard working with one hand, but I wanted to show you that trick. Oh my goodness. There goes my super glue. Anyways, I wanted to show you that trick. Well, I was right in the middle of it. That if you are working on a project and you find out you don't have any epoxy, but you're working with plastics or even on your airplane, you need to fill in some holes. It comes right off the table. You can even use a little bit of a razor. I should have put my work mat down, but I didn't. Use your baking soda. A few drops of super glue. And you will find that it works great as a filler. Now see, I'll be able to sand that down. And if I need to fill it in a little bit more with a spot putty, I can do that. I've got to pull this side off right here yet. And see how that one came out. But then I'll be able to, once I get it all together, there's my tubing. It's going to run right through the exhaust, run right up to here. And the smoke will come right out. And I can fasten that onto the body of my Kyosho Blizzard. And it will look awesome. Alright guys, there's my trip and my trick tip for the day. Say that fast 5 or 6 times. There it is. Tune in. I'll have another video coming out pretty soon. Thank you for tuning into this. I appreciate you guys checking in and seeing how things are going on this project.